Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players.
Tempo. Hey, watch the ball.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Here's Foles. And Jeffrey's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense. I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2nd down and goal. Foles. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this will be caught by Brown. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. 95 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more, is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball right here.
Foles.
Right there. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. 31-10 was the final score. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital. See what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Darius Geis, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got...
And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
That's our ball. Our ball.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip... the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Is under review.
That's us.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in cap.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his fourth touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. It didn't take too long for them to get that lead right back, did it?
No, it certainly didn't, and it's got to be just a bit demoralizing. You're charged up, you take the lead, you send your defense out, and guess what? One play later, you're right back in a position of having to go down the field and score again.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the lead is up to 5. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate. Big plays for an offense.
Come on, fellas.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
180. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of the